So originally I planned on putting the two crossovers, one right here, and then the interface I was gonna put somewhere up here, which I still want to do with the interface, but I tried to test fit this. I even made the bracket already, and it looked awesome. Even though this is gonna go behind the dash, you're not gonna see it. I wanted to have a clean install and make sure that these are tucked away nicely and easily accessible once I remove this face panel. But it didn't work. After all that work, it didn't work because the shifter, even though I did account for it, I didn't actually fit it in there, and so the shifter ends up hitting this. So unfortunately that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bracket here with some ABS plastic, and what I'm going to do is just stack them, one here, and then I'm going to use some of these factory mounting spots. I'm just going to remove those screws, mount the plate, and then I'll mount these to the bracket, and then of course drill the holes and everything for the wires to run through. So it's not the way I wanted to go, but there is plenty of room in this area, so I can go ahead and just stack them, and that's probably going to be the best route to go. So I'm going to get some more ABS plastic, get to cutting this, and we'll see what we're working with. Hopefully I can get everything to work. So here's the finished piece. As you just saw, I put a little bit of a bend to it just because where everything lines up in here, the center console kind of slides in, and it has like a little pocket right in the center, and it looks like it just hits, it starts to hit this bottom section, this bottom crossover here. So I put a slight bend in it just so it can clear it. That'll give it plenty of clearance, just to make sure that nothing rubs and nothing's getting scratched up behind there. But yeah, that should do it right there. So now just got to get this fitted, use the factory screws from the dash, and everything should line up pretty good. So now that the plate is done, I'm gonna have to run some new 14 gauge wire from the amp location, which is gonna be on this side. I'm gonna have to run it up to the back of the passive crossovers, and then from there it's gonna have to run out to the doors, one on the passenger and then one over there on the driver. And then I already have the wires ran for the top speakers, and that's pretty much taken care of. But yeah, I have to get these ran. I'm not quite ready to work on the doors yet. They are disassembled, but I still have to take this part off, get on the inside, and treat the doors as well. I'm not quite ready for that, but what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and start running this wire. I'm gonna run it along and leave plenty of slack. That way when I do get to the doors, I can have everything ran through the inside, through the grommets and through the loom and all that stuff, and everything will be ready. But like I said, I'm just gonna make sure to have plenty of slack but I want to go ahead and run that now so that I can get the plate mounted with the crossovers and get everything tucked in and pretty much ready to go. Just a little update on the wiring. Everything's coming along pretty nice. I already have the wires ran where it's going to meet the doors, so I haven't got to the doors yet. So I have everything ran underneath the dash, and they're just kind of tucked away for now. So these are ready to go. Once I'm ready, I can just run them through the loom here and pass them through the doors. I already have the wires for the top speakers ready to go. Let's go to the other side. We have the wires from the amps for the speaker wire. Got that loomed up. That's going to pass through underneath the carpet, out through here. I already made the hole, I just have to feed it through. Those go up. Got the power wires running through. There's like a little tunnel underneath the carpet. There's that foam that I made the tunnel for, so that's passing through. It works pretty well because it's pretty flat, even though that wire is really thick. Power wires running through, zip tied, looking nice. Up through the dash. Now for now, I have them coming out here. Again, when I'm ready to run them through, there's a boot in the very back. I'm going to pass them through there into the engine bay. But for now, I just have them rolled up, tucked away here. And then same thing for this door. Have everything ran under the dash and nice and labeled. Everything's ready to go. Ready to pass through the doors whenever I'm ready to get to the doors. But for now, what I'm going to do is get this wire ran. But I'm also going to be running the remote wires for this amp, for that amp, and also the RTAs. Here's what we have going in. We have some remote wire for the bass amp and for the 4-channel amp, and then we have some new RCAs. They didn't make a 4-channel, so I'm just gonna run 2. I'm gonna get them Tesa taped together just to make it nice and clean, and that's pretty much it. These are some nice cables. Should be really nice. I went with some 6-foot just because it's going to be a really short run, and the shorter you can get these things, the better. So yeah, I'm really only going from here to, you know, each side, so 6-foot should do it. Everything is ready to go for the amps. Got the power wires, remote, signal wires, just kind of peeking through. The amp is going to go here. I already have the amp plates down there, so the amp will mount. Everything will be nice and tucked, no wires shown. Everything is running along the factory harness, so nothing will get pinched. I don't have to worry about the seats pinching anything. Everything is running up. The other side, over here we have the same thing, power wire, remote wire. We have all the speaker wires, and then both of the signal wires for the 4-channel. So everything is ready to go. Up here we just have these ready to be tied in. That's where the interface is going to go. I'm probably just going to Velcro it down here, but we'll get there when we get there. But for now, everything's looking good, pretty happy. So on to the next step. Here's the final result. Look at it. I did it. I think it came out pretty awesome. I'm really happy with it. Everything fits nice and snug. I have the wires zip tied in the back. I have still plenty of slack and space here in case I have to make some changes to the wiring. I also have full access to the front panels in case I have to change any of those settings on the inside. There's some jumpers on the inside so I can mess around with like tweeter attenuation and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I think it looks awesome. Of course you're not going to see it, but again, I want a nice clean install. And once I do remove this face trim panel as well as the console, if I ever have to service or make adjustments, then everything's easily accessible. And I also have the peace of mind knowing that everything's nice and clean. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. That's gonna wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys are enjoying the process so far. All these little customization projects, we're just getting started with those. There's plenty more to come. I had a lot of fun making this little bracket for the crossovers. In the past, I've watched a lot of videos, and I've seen shops do all this custom work in the interior, making custom molded panels with fiberglass, epoxy, all that stuff. And I've done a little bit of that myself, but every time I see that, I always feel like I can do that kind of work myself. And I've made some attempts in the past, but I tend to kind of rush the process, and I just kind of leave it and I never really complete it. But making these videos has really helped me to take my time, make sure that I do everything right, and it's been a lot of fun so far. But there's even more to come. I have some stuff in the dash that's going to be molded, and maybe even on the next video we're going to be doing some hydro dipping. That should be fun. We're going to do a few pieces, and I've never done that before, so it'll be my first time. You don't want to miss that. But thanks again for all the support, everybody watching. It really means a lot to me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys on the next video.